And we are underway at Ashton Gate. Harris will collect. She was so good last weekend, Martha Harris. Straight away, Holloway down this left-hand side, runs it out of play. Charlotte Healy spoke about not wanting to sit back, wanting to take the game to Birmingham. They have home advantage, but you think back to that opening day defeat as well. Birmingham absolutely obliterating Bristol City 5-1. The way they bounced back from that was exceptional. Bristol City. It was an absolute hammering. Well kept in well on this left-hand side. Laid hammer. Lucien Hertra gets the ball in low. Gobbled up by Bentley. Birmingham straight into things. Turn from Lawley, finds Powell. First 45 in particular last week, Lucien Hertra was absolutely sensational down this left wing. Switched it up throughout as well. Here's Niamh Herron, a little bit sloppy in the touch and maybe a tad lucky actually to get away with it there. McKenna, Miyagawa, Martha Harris. Herron's ball down the wing is just going to be sliding away too much. Well, she's had a lot to contend with at times this season, Charlotte Healy. Faced it all with a smile. The way she's guided this side through has been absolutely superb. The small frustrations like Rio Hardy's suspension, of course, dealt with. Merrick's with that usual headphones in approach. So every interview you've seen with her this week, it's been about character. To Laidhammer. Toward Laidhammer. Ball is well read by Powell. Not much of the ball so far for Bristol City. McKenna. Going well. Ronnie Ward in the way in the end. Birmingham not giving Bristol City even half a breath once the hosts get into possession. Only 5 minutes in, mind you. And Megan Wilson immediately stopping the game and asking for, I think, a bit of support here. Marine Defer holding the back of her head. Seems to be okay, but referee did the right thing. Ward headed it on. Certainly wasn't a foul of any sort. Harris to Heron. Ball is well won by Lawley. Paul assessing her options. Bentley launching it clear. Ball's been brilliantly won. It's going to be taken off the toe of Gale as well by Syme, who is then interrupted by Heron. Well, it's been a nervy start for the hosts. The keeper with a huge amount to do so far. Bentley gobbling up that near post ball. Ugawa again finding Heron. So versatile, so technically gifted, Niamh Heron. Ball around the back is a very smart one. If Birmingham can get to it, it might be just too strong. It's a big thumbs up and a round of applause. McKenna just saw the potential of the run. Was not far off with the pass at all. Will be chased down and won, in fact, by Lexi Lloyd-Smith. Wins the throw as well. 8 goals for her this season. A mix of tap-ins and wonder goals, really. She scored more than one beauty this season. First bit of sustained possession. It's not even been too long so far for Bristol City. Chance to whip it in low. It comes in towards the penalty spot, nodded away before Syme can get to it. Robinson, now with Syme. Smart ball towards Robinson. He's got to try and keep this in. Has kept it and is brought down. And that, well, there was immediately questions as soon as Robinson got running. It's Holloway who goes in. Well, corner kick, but well, there will be some questions asked of that challenge. Did Holloway get any of the ball there? Syme with a corner. It's the penalty area, picked back up by Defoe. Miagawa's read it beautifully. Defoe will have to get to this and in the end just has to do what she can. Did it very well, actually. And then, well, is immediately cheeky afterwards. And that might be our first booking of the game. And yeah, I think fairly hard to argue against that. Marine Defoe. Turn away from Ward, and picks the ball up. Read again well by Miagawa. Almost 10 minutes in. Bristol City may be starting to just find themselves a bit more settled. Marley, who knows this side, of course, she's playing today very well. Symes moved nicely into a gap here. The ball through towards Jessie Gale. It's a good one. She's quick. She's not quick enough. Franch quick to it. Heron. Harris. Game may be starting to open up a little bit now. Ball down the wing is going to work here. And this time it's Bentley who's understanding of the situation. The plaudits that Lily Crossthwaite has got this season, every single one of them deserved. It was even before last week's stunning curling effort. 13 goals and assists combined this season. Powell. Lawley. Neat passing from Bristol City. Struck. Mary Ward. See, Lloyd-Smith has used her pace brilliantly here and is still going. Big opportunity. Syme was initially in an open space here. Flicks it on towards the back post. It's Robinson with the strike. It's still not clear. Franch has thrown her hands at it. Chaos inside the Birmingham City penalty area. Not over yet. Well picked up in the end. And now what could Birmingham City do? Left-hand side, just too awkward for Ossian Hertra to get in a stride, but she's away now up against Powell. And Powell's done brilliantly. Well, Franch, I think perhaps had to get something to that ball. Lexi Lloyd-Smith, yet again, superb. Syme with a little flick, it landed to Robinson. And actually, fair play to Franch. It may have looked messy, that, but actually, it was very, very good goalkeeping. Birmingham City corner. And now, has she hurt herself in the process there? Obviously, Lucy Thomas on the bench. Hasn't started much at all recently. Thomas started the season, of course, as the team's number one. Adriana Franch seems over the last couple of months to have nailed that down. And already could this become quite an interesting subplot in this game. Now some messages being relayed. Charlotte Healy may have been a little unhappy with the opening 5 minutes from her side. The last 5 or so have been much better. Things aren't looking hugely better at the moment for Adriana Franch. The wait goes on here to see just what the damage might be here to the Birmingham City goalkeeper. But it really does not look good at this point. And there we go. It looks like the decision's been made. So Lucy Thomas, well, this is a huge 75 minutes and change for her now. Franch really looks in a lot of pain. 35 now, she's extremely experienced, the American. So Lucy Thomas. It's not nice sometimes for goalkeepers how their chances come about, but they've got to take them once they're here. Franch will head off. Wish her the best, of course. That really doesn't look good at all for the goalkeeper.
Replacement for Birmingham City, leaving the field number 24, Adriana Franch, being replaced by number 1, Lucy Thomas.
Well, not really much of a choice. Whenever a goalkeeper is injured, but it can unsettle things at the back. Lucy Thomas isn't exactly short of experience. That does not look good both for today. Potentially Birmingham City's running to the end of this Barclays WSL 2 season. Back to the corner kick we go. Ocean Hertra with the ball in. We come back to the French winger, Miyagawa. Ocean Hertra. It's a really good cross. Nodded away and hooked further on. Picked up by Robinson. So pulled up for a foul. That little bit of steam we were getting together, just that injury appears to have dissipated somewhat. Chance for Birmingham to launch this back in. On towards the back post where Cornet couldn't get it under control. Those dead ball situations make her so dangerous, and actually, in truth, any kind of crossing opportunity. There's a few last week where almost first time she was whipping some very dangerous balls in, Ocean Hertra. Her inside foots it forward. Back towards Harris. Goes back towards Lucy Thomas for her first touch of the game. And in a number of months as well. And look at that, we've had our first goal elsewhere on a huge day in the Barclays WSL 2, and it's another goal for Joy Mawer as well. Here come Birmingham. Towards the edge of the penalty area, it's taken off the toe. And well, in that Weartine derby, what a goal that might be, in fact, for both of these sides. It is Sunderland 1, Newcastle United 0. Katie Watson, 17 minutes in, has scored there. We've got to keep an eye on those results, those scores elsewhere, haven't we? Because everything's going to affect everything now at this stage, particularly with how things are so tight at the top of the WSL2 table. A dangerous ball towards Powell, who I think could see the Birmingham City 22 getting toward the ball quicker. Well defended after that. Robinson, Ingle, ball's given away to Miyagawa, who wins a free kick. And I think a little bit petulant perhaps. It was not great that I think it was Hertra who ran right in front of the ball. Even then, the free kick potentially shouldn't have been taken. There is a lot going on, though. Ball brilliantly read, really brilliantly read, but the pass is just a little bit wayward. Gale will chase it. Harris is always the favourite to get to it. As low ball is cut out. 20 minutes in, we've not quite had the bombastic affair we were expecting. It's not been terrible by any stretch of the imagination. Looks like Bristol City have finally started to reel some of that possession back as well. Those would not have been the stats 10 minutes in. It's a big chance taken early. And perhaps unwisely taken early. Not that Lily Crosswaite is incapable from there. Maybe surprised it came through to her in the first place. Brilliant ball from Ladehammer. In fact, I don't think it was Crosswaite who took the strike in the end. Ingle. It's a lovely layoff towards Mary Ward. Defer. And Smith a little optimistic in winning the free kick. Mia Goa. Straight to the path of Powell. Robinson. Powell going again, but the ball behind it. Robinson, I think, caught in two minds as to whether or not Powell was going to move back toward the touchline. Ball launched again through. Oh, it's almost a disaster, and has Lawley. Well, we'll take a look at that in a second. My initial thought was perhaps Lawley had maybe done a bit of pulling there. Either way, hearts in mouths for Bristol City. Happy to be corrected. On first view, did look like Gemma Lawley. Maybe used her arm, we will see. Nothing's happened anyway. Robinson's done really well. Back to her feet, Syme. Here is Syme towards Gale, right-hand side. Only two in the centre. You see Gale's ball in's a very good one, and so too is the claim from Lucy Thomas. That'll do her the world of good. Now things are opening, now things are stretching. Crosswaite charging through here. Wants the ball, it's not played to her. A grim between her and Sarri. Now come Bristol City. Lexi Lloyd-Smith. Oh, a lovely little drop of the shoulder from Lloyd-Smith, still going. Lloyd-Smith just asking a bit much. First time strike, bounces off Harris. To Emily Syme, who takes the strike herself, and that's going to spin away for a corner. When you look at the seasons of Emily Syme, and in fact of Lily Crosswaite, similar in many ways. Their importance in the creative elements of the side. Chance this time for the player in red and white. Defer lurking inside the D. The ball refusing to stay in the quadrant. You do think how awkward that might make things for Lucy Watson in goal. Syme's ball in. Watson gets a very good punch to it. It was not easy at all. Defer straight to it. Ball back in. It's a very good ball flicked toward goal by Celia Struck. Flag was up anyway. Charlotte Healy will be much happier with the last 10 minutes, but the fact is, right now, this game is wide open as we expected. Maybe not had the goals we thought we'd get so far. Still a fair old way to go in the game. Herron making things very awkward. Holloway doing well to fix them. Sarri wins the throw. Ingle got a good foot in first time. Gower's managed to negotiate her way through. Harris's pass is a bit of a dangerous one. Actually, Lloyd-Smith will try and clip it back down. It's always going to be a very tricky ball to chase. So too is that one. But again, Holloway's done well. Syme can't keep it in play. Welcome Birmingham City once more. And 27 minutes in. We'll take a look at the table as it stands very shortly. So, don't forget, Charlton face Birmingham on the final game of the season. So Birmingham will just need to get within spitting distance of Karen Hill's side. Palace City in third, Bristol City fourth. Newcastle, of course, currently 1-0 down to their rivals. It is still very much all to play for. Strong challenge, fair challenge. Robinson down that right-hand side for Jessie Gale to chase. Niamh Heron with her. Heron's done well. And Robinson not for the first time today. He's pulled up. Don't forget that she did get a handful of appearances for the England side a few years ago. Big statement by Bristol City when she came in the winter. With a few people addressing the stands, it looks a little bit wintry, doesn't it? It feels it as well at the moment. Harris. Heron. Ocean Hertra. Brilliant pass to Laidhammer. Laidhammer's ball in low is blocked by Lawley. Gower's made the move. Laidhammer did as well. Goes toward the club record signing. Back to Holloway. Tries to get that in. Sophie Ingle in the way. Corner taken pretty sharpish. Back to Ocean Hertra. Now to Harris. Will try for goal! It's really not far away. Smart with both feet, Martha Harris. A number of really frustrating injury-plagued years for her. This season has been a bit of a breakthrough as well in terms of just staying fit for longer. That's really not far away. Chased down here by Robinson. Powell wants it. Hasn't allowed it. Emily Syme picks it straight up from the throw, though. Robinson. Syme back in. Mia Gower smart on the ball as always. Strong challenge. Free kick given. Free kick. Bristol City. Played in low towards Lexi Lloyd-Smith. How are we going to get some first half goals in this? On this right hand side again. Birmingham City trying to find a route. I'm not sure that ball was actually kept in the end. Throw again taken quickly. Lexi Lloyd-Smith. Just snuffing that out. For all of her mercurial talents, Lexi Lloyd-Smith, I think how hard she sometimes works coming back is a little underplayed as well. And here's Syme. And there's the free kick. But yeah, you look at Lloyd-Smith, the sort of weird looped scoring goal last week, and a week before last, I should say. Long-range efforts, she's had an absolutely sensational season. Really has. But hidden within that, someone who does track back an awful lot. She might have to help out here as well. Birmingham City, free kick. Into the penalty area it comes, nodded down, drilled toward goal. For a corner. It's goalless, it has not been dull. Again, the corner is taken quickly. Back towards Ocean Hertra. Edge of the 6-yard box. Not clear yet, now is. Birmingham City will keep it. Force back a little. Lloyd-Smith. Defer. Lloyd-Smith going to try and chase through the centre here as Defer picks it up. Her cross is blocked. And out for a corner. The club record signing, didn't know too much about a goal last week. Pushed straight into her chest, but it turned out to be the winner. Corner kick, Bristol City. I think perhaps Emily Syme is making the point that the wind is making it tricky to keep in the quadrant there. And now, the referee is going to come across and have a word with one or two from the seeming of things. And Wilson, I think, talking to more than one or two actually in there. Gale, Struck, Holloway. In comes the corner once more. It is awkward, it's poured away. Ocean Hertra, first touch is excellent. It's then very well marshalled by Robinson. It's twice now that Syme has tried for that far post, and with the wind as it is, you can kind of understand that approach, actually. It's a bit too much on it. Well, Nottingham Forest had taken a 2-goal lead against Durham. Joya Mawa and Chantel Boy-Halorka with the goals, but Durham back in it, of course, under new management now. Lily Agg on the score sheet. Lily Agg on loan at Durham from Birmingham City. Harris. Ball is very well read by Ingle, who then launches it forward. That's a brilliant pass to find Gale on the left-hand side. Lexi Lloyd-Smith is in the centre. It's with Gale. It's a brilliant save from Thomas. Perhaps the right ball was not toward goal, but toward Lexi Lloyd-Smith instead. It isn't like Gale is not capable, but maybe in this position. The smarter play was to find the teammate. Huge chance. Stahl started with Sophie Ingle as well. Brilliant from the midfielder. Beatrice Sari. Awkward ball for Cornet. Out into Ocean Hertra. Low ball in is dangerous. Crossway gets the shot off. No goal yet, but chances starting to rack up. We'll see if I've been perhaps a tad unfair here on Gale, but brilliant either way from Sophie Ingle. Not just to win the ball, but to play a beautiful sweeping left-footed ball to that side for Gale to chase. You do think the better angle was with Lloyd-Smith. Gale's been no slouch in front of goal herself this season. 2 for Bristol City. 5, of course, in her earlier season loan spell at Pompey. Forward again. Thomas doesn't claim it. Niyagawa. And the goalkeeper forced into a big clearance. Well, she wouldn't perhaps have expected to feature today. She's already made a couple of very important contributions. Bristol City wanting, and in fact perhaps expecting, a free kick. Laid hammer. That's a lovely weighted pass to this right-hand side. 2 teammates in the centre, finds Ocean Hertra. Ball through is a very smart one, but is slightly overhit. Well, this is very interesting. We've got a goal for Charlton at Crystal Palace. Amelie Testrup, the goal scorer there, not had particularly the best of seasons, Testrup. But that is a huge, huge goal for Charlton. At the top of the Barclays WSL 2. Heron. Poor pass, which is well read. Gale to Syme. Syme to Powell. Tried to just squeeze it down the touchline. just for a second. Felt like there might be a moment there. Harris just making it a tad awkward for Heron, who then has to slide in. And Syme looks in a lot of discomfort here. I think there was an immediate shout as well. It's a full character. Might have just needed a moment. Stretching for it here, Niamh Heron. And oh, definitely the foot comes on top of Syme's. Not anywhere close to a wilting flower, of course, Emily Syme. Sent off this season, a couple of bookings recently as well. 2 of the last 3, in fact. Cornet. Crossway. And Smith concedes the free kick. Coming towards the end of the first half. In comes that free kick. Nodded down toward goal. It's going to be a big chance here, which is just too difficult to get under control. Laidhammer set it down beautifully for Crossway. And in Crossway's defence there, the way that was spinning up at it, running onto it, was always very, very difficult. Here she is again. Oh, that's a lovely reverse pass, and now it's a big chance again. The ball in is well read by Powell. Back towards Crossway. Beatrice Sari was lurking. Laidhammer. Cornet. And easy for Fran Bentley. See what she was trying to do with the kick as well to find Gale, but Harris could see it too. Now, with Adriana Franch's injury, we have racked up the added time in this first half. There'll be 5 minutes added at the end of this first 45. And there is confirmation of that.
There will be a minimum of 5 additional minutes. That's 5 additional minutes.
Defer. Beautiful roll of the ball under the foot. Opts to keep it in, Marine Defer. Maybe trying to win the corner. Cornet's clearance. Get a general idea of what the crowd thought momentarily there. There has been a few instances in this first half. There's been questions for Megan Wilson. Here's Lexi Lloyd-Smith asking questions of Birmingham City. Harris. Silla Struck. Back into the centre circle for Powell. Right-hand side, Robinson. Side. Powell into the centre, back with Birmingham City. Harris. Going out with a layoff away from Miyagawa though. Now can Lloyd-Smith use this well? She can. She's by herself at the moment, Lexi Lloyd-Smith. That doesn't always worry her. Is Lexi Lloyd-Smith tries to strike, and Harris like a wall in front of her. Cannot relax when she's got possession. Arthur Harris, to be fair, didn't go to the player, just track the angle. She will be happy, Amy Merricks. Don't think she'll be too unhappy either. Just tried that little first-time snapped pass. Laid hammer. Is the flag going to stay down here? I don't know that it will. It does not. Well, it has not been the goal-filled first half we maybe hoped or expected, but there's definitely been chances. There's been some great football played as well. After a nervy start, Charlotte Healy will be very happy with how her side have adapted as the game has gone. There is nothing between either of these two teams at present. That is a very strong challenge, but a fair one from Lawley. Read it very well and has done so again. Paul able to scoop it forward. Actually, Lloyd-Smith will chase for it. Both defences. We spoke about Harris's brilliant position a moment ago. We've seen Lawley throw a couple of big challenges, one very dangerous one in as well, mind you, inside her own penalty area. You can see some of those defensive stats bottom left of your screen. That should be and is Fran Bentley's. Final few seconds of the first half. A big goal, by the way, has gone in elsewhere in the football, in the Barclays WSL 2. And there you go, in added time of the first half, Palace have drawn level against Charlton through Hayley Ladd. Now here come Bristol City. And there in the end was some exceptional defending just to get in the way of Mary Ward. McKenna did really well. Likely the end of this first half here. Goal number low, entertainment factor fairly high. And that is it. Megan Wilson blows the half-time whistle. We're underway for this second half at Ashton Gate. We didn't get goals in the first half. We did not get a boring 45 or so minutes of football either. Jones straight at it here. As far as Ingle. Oh, it's picked back up off the toe of Harris, but Birmingham City able to grab a hold of it again. Laidhammer's done well. Here's Syme, though. Lucien Hertra straight to her. Crossway. Miyagawa. And Jones again. Jones against Laidhammer. Laidhammer does superbly. And Holloway, who had initially made some good moves, puts the ball out of play. Ball over the halfway line, little clip, nice touch of the ball actually. Now Crosswaite will try and charge on. She's done well to get away from Ward. Low ball in, it's a dangerous ball, it's a huge chance. It is not taken by Sarri. Well, immediately frustrated with herself. Lily Crosswaite yet again, superb down that right-hand side, getting away from Mary Ward. But Sarri can't divert the header into the back of the net, just pops up. Oh, the fact she didn't test the keeper will infuriate the Greek there. Lloyd Smith and Gale both chasing it. There is Rio Hardy on the bench should Charlotte Healy wish to mix things up front. Not a bad option to have. Engel gets a toe to it. Right now, it feels like today is a very big day to get all 3 points at Ashton Gate for either of these sides. Palace 1, Charlton 1, Sunderland 1, Newcastle United 0. Here come Birmingham down this left-hand side. There's a few options in the centre, not going to be found. Just been today, Charlotte Healy said, coming into the game, one of the hardest team sheets she's had to put together. She's got a squad that is not completely fit, but not far off. So decisions had to be made. She's made one at half-time. Although whether or not that's enforced, we aren't sure just yet. Ball is still going to find its way to Lexi Lloyd-Jones. Here's Lloyd-Smith, I should say. Here is Jones. The two players mixed up momentarily. Moved out to corner. Had a quiet game. Still quiet last week as well. Yeah, Gower, lovely swing of the ball to this right-hand side, and Crosswaite has got in front of Ward. This is dangerous. Lily Crosswaite's going for goal. And Ocean Herter can't tap it into the back post. I think she's claiming potentially a corner kick. But yet again, Lily Crosswaite just got ahead of Ward. Did everything right. Couldn't hit the target. Bentley would have been worried there for a moment. couple of early chances for Birmingham City in this second half. Crossway arguably a little lucky there. Tries with a throw into the penalty area. Ingle, Lexi Lloyd-Smith. Syme just tries to get anything to it. Lloyd-Smith straight to Laidhammer. Now with Crossway. Miyagawa with a really smart little dummy. Seeing her through with a lovely touch as well. Holloway. And that has been excellently defended by Katie Robinson. Well, one of the first names on the Birmingham City team sheet, Bex Holloway, was actually credited with an assist last week. If you saw Lily Crosswaite's goal, she did well, Holloway, but assist is perhaps a tad kind. Was part, though, of a very, very good performance from the wing-back last weekend. Been solid today as well. Here's Lexi Lloyd-Smith. Just tried that little cute ball through the middle. Sheila Struck. Ward concedes the throw. Laidhammer. Able just to shield the ball and now loop it down for Beatrice Sari. Beatrice Sari towards the penalty area, still going, but in the end going for too long. And a truly extraordinary season, really. Goal of the month back in December for that sensational free kick. Just go through that Birmingham attacking line. Crossway, Laidhammer, Lindstrom, of course, who hasn't started today. Louis, who's not started the last couple either. It's just choice after choice of brilliant attacking midfielders and dangerous strikers. Ella Powell, game number 100 for Bristol City today, has not gone too terribly. Ingle. Goes straight back again. That's a good touch, and Lexi Lloyd-Smith has won the free kick. Knew what she was doing there in terms of cutting right across the defender. Here is Ward. Jones. Picked up again by Mary Ward. All straight out of play. Throw taking quickly. Smith to Vera Jones. Jones is trying to win the corner. Will not do so. It's been very well defended yet again. Certainly made a bit of an impact. Not quite the same player as Defoe, of course. Slightly more progressive, slightly more attack-minded. Still trying to find out as to whether or not that's tactical or injury-based, that change. Did take a bit of a knock in that first half, Defoe. That's a poor ball. Laidhammer able to get it under control. Smart little back heel and actually wins it back, and McKenna may have been an option. It's going to come to Beatrice Sari instead, who tries to get it across. Gemma Lawley in the right place. Had a very good game, Lawley. And we're going to get a change here. And it is going to be Lindstrom. Lotta Lindstrom will come off. And Beatrice Sari will come off. So, Sari off, Lindstrom on. Really needs game time, Lotta Lindstrom. And on the left here for Bristol City. Gale goes down. Harris nods it out of play, but the free kick given. Ten goals over the two head-to-head meetings between these two teams coming into today. Wouldn't have expected nothing after 56 minutes, would you? Cross the way. Heron. Ossian Hertra and Powell both a little bit confused by the winds. Grab on the ball, Lindstrom. Into the penalty area we come. It's a dangerous ball right across. Lindstrom straight into the action. Holloway was just hoping, I think, some Birmingham City player was in the middle. Ball out of play. 57 minutes gone. In a game that pretty much felt like it might be a bit of a slugfest has turned more into an attritional chess battle. There's so much explosive, game-changing talent in both teams and on both benches. Still does feel like a goalless game. It's very unlikely here at Ashton Gate. Famous last words and all of that. Jones. Ward will get another throw here. Smith trying to get it under control. High passes Vera Jones. Popped into the sky. Sierra struck. Wins the throw. Ward. Nodded back forward. Ward side footed towards Lexi Lloyd-Smith, who flicks it on again. I think due to the nature of the potential injury, the referee has done absolutely the right thing. Didn't seem to be too much in the challenge generally, but that's the thing with a knock to the head, even things where it doesn't feel like there's too much has gone on, can be extremely painful and of course always worth checking on. Almost 60 minutes then on the clock. Well, Wilma laid hammer against treatment. A discussion circle formed. And well, would you look at that? Unbeatable for so long. Now Charlton seem increasingly incapable of finding that kind of terrifying defensive form again. Crystal Palace 2, Charlton 1, Kirsty Howard with the goal. And if you're asking where that leaves the Barclays WSL 2 table, Birmingham would be 5 points off Charlton, with Charlton yet to play, and of course the possibility of still winning this game, this division. The Barclays WSL 2 does not stop giving, because this again could open things up right at the top. What next in this remarkable league? Jones trying to get a hold of it. Laidhammer, I think, ready to come back on here, which is good to see. Had a good game, Sophie Ingle. To be fair, very rarely has a bad one. Wasn't great in the reverse fixture opening day of the season. Outside of that, has had a very, very solid year. She had a struck. Going to go back to Bentley, who's played a very risky ball that Lawley has potentially bailed her out on. Now here's Powell. Robinson. Bit of a heavy touch as she cut inside. Emily Symes straight there to slow things down. And that's a very smart ball to the left-hand side, which Powell has slowed down but not stopped. And then done all she could do. It is not easy when Ocean Hertra is running at you. In fact, it was Holloway on that occasion, wasn't it? Who continued the push. Gale with a turn, sandwich between two. Trying to turn away from both of them. .27 minutes of normal time to go. Imagine there'll already be one or two added. At least. Lloyd Smith's going to chase it. Ward. Jones. Ward again goes in. Jones again goes in. Crossweight dances by both of them. Ingle in the way. Bristol City win the throw. You can imagine it won't be too long until we see Rio Hardy. Ball attempted to be crossed in by Ingle. Harris, well, there was claims of a handball there. A little bit of steam has gone out of this. The draw is by no stretch of the imagination terrible for either side. But with Charlton potentially slipping up yet again, the win feels like it could be all the more important. Here's Ingle, edge of the penalty area, takes the strike! It's a brilliant one, which is brilliantly saved by Thomas. Not for the first time today. The substitute has stopped Bristol City. From nowhere, really, the way that Sophie Ingle took that. It popped up. A wry grin as well. Big opportunity, their best of this second half so far. Bristol City corner. Thomas yet again to it. Lexi Lloyd-Smith drills it. Brilliant defending from Miyagawa. Crossweight trying to get it away from Syme. Lloyd-Smith will use her body to win it back. Lloyd-Smith. Cross comes into pretty much no one. Aaron wants to get on with it. Gale is going to charge down here. Ingle yet again in the way. She's had an exceptional game here. That was so well struck. Skidding off the turf as well. You've got to give a huge amount of credit for the save as well. Here is Harris. Robinson in the way. Jones in support with that headband. Wins the free kick. Couple of fouls racked up now by Martha Harris. Lawley. Gale doesn't quite get it under control, but goes straight back to Niamh Heron and immediately fouls her. Just another reminder, WSL Football have launched their brand new app earlier this week, offering fans of both the Barclays WSL and Barclays WSL 2 a front row seat to exclusive content and all the games broadcast on the league's YouTube channels. Just head over to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store to download the app for free. Just search WSL Football. It is a cracking app, folks. There is so much on it and well worth taking a look. Ball down this right-hand side for Birmingham to chase here, and in fact, Crosswaite might be able to get to it. It's just, I think, a little bit too long, but it's not, and then it is. Herter did well, actually, just to steer that onto the crossbar. Goal kick, Bristol City. Ingle's got to react and does. Lexi Lloyd-Smith just tried that ball around the corner. Yet again, Martha Harris is there, and yet again, Harris is marauding forward. Ocean Hertra. Lindstrom's free in the centre. And is, I think, a tad displeased with her teammate, who puts up the apologetic hand. When Harris gets going, she did this a few times last week as well, just able to carve out so much space for teammates, and yeah, Lindstrom was absolutely the better play there. Ingle caught, Ingle is caught, it's a huge chance, it is a goal for Birmingham City. Bristol City haven't just made a rod for their own back, they've hit themselves with it too. It is a disaster from an otherwise solid defensive performance. And Wilma Leidhammer takes the shot. Goals in back-to-back games for the club record signing. Oh, and it's Ingle who's caught as well after such a good game. Disastrous. But for Birmingham City, well, Charlton are now very, very much in view. They've been chasing up that hill all season. But they have now found themselves almost at the top alongside Charlton with, of course, on the final game of the season, Charlton still to play. This game's not done yet, but Bristol City, you've got to find something. Gale runs straight into Lucy Thomas there. Leidhammer, Crosswaite. We are going to see a couple of changes here from Charlotte Healy, which is absolutely no surprise at all. The only surprise would be if Rio Hardy wasn't among them. The game in their hands here, Birmingham City. So 3 changes being made, in fact. Olivia Voss is one of them. Well, here we go then. So Powell will come off. Harley Bennett will come on. Scored, of course, against Ipswich a couple of games ago. So Harley Bennett on. Hardy replaces Gale. And Voss replaces Sira Struck as well. It must be nice to be able to bring on the likes of Rio Hardy. Two strikers who have 16 goals between them now on the field for Bristol City. Maxie Lloyd-Smith does well here. Crowd roaring her on, two teammates in the centre. Lloyd-Smith maybe went too long, but still wins the corner off Heron. Symes corner. Stuns it in towards Jones. Lindstrom is there as well. And actually the wind pushed it right back into the path of Lotte Lindstrom. We'll look for Ocean Hertra. Bennett across with her first touch and does well. Robinson stopped and Lindstrom will go again. Bennett, very good challenge. "17 minutes and change to go of normal time. It was brilliantly taken by Laidhammer. But it was in the scheme of how the game had gone. Such an unnecessary goal to give away for Bristol City. Lindstrom. For a player who had such a good game too. And Sophie Ingle. McKenna. Crossway. Miyagawa. Crossway's touch is way too heavy. Now Hardy. Lovely piece of skill from Ward to get it back to Rio Hardy. Back it comes again, but on the run. Too much power on it from Ward. She's had an absolutely exceptional season, Ward. Obviously into the England youth setup now, pretty much never present in this starting 11. Oh, now Birmingham City have made things a little easier for Bristol City here. Maxie Lloyd-Smith just runs into Laidhammer. That's what she needed to do. Loss up to the right-hand side. Robinson, oh, that's a lovely piece of skill from Katie Robinson. Gets a sight of goal. Is it going to drop for Rio Hardy? There's 2 or 3 on the floor, including Harris. It's still not clear. And now it is. Yet again with Crothwaite. Jones charging on. Jones winning it. And in fact, winning the free kick. This is such brilliant skill to go through the legs of Holloway. Never really got a clear pass or, in fact, shot off. McKenna. Now is Lindstrom onside is the question here. Lotte Lindstrom trying from range. Never dangerous. Ran the line brilliantly there. Lloyd-Smith. Hardy. Oh, that's a brilliant touch from Rio Hardy. And that's a brilliant ball from Ward. If Syme can get to it, it's almost there. It was a brilliant idea. Hardy wasn't quite able to find the gas. Lovely bit of football from Bristol City. But in the end, it's a bit too much on it for the captain. of play it goes. Subs do appear to have shaken something free in Bristol City. No more goals to tell you about elsewhere. Crystal Palace 2, Charlton 1, Forest 2, Durham 1, Sunderland 0, Newcastle United 0 in that weird Tyne derby. You see Lloyd Smith. Ingle to Ward, who takes it down really nicely. Wins the throw. Lloyd Smith turns well. Touch is sloppy, but able to find Jones. Back to Ward. Ward just trying to go toward the back post. It's steered away from Robinson. Now to Ingle, who strikes it. Well, that would have been a moment, wouldn't it? Having given effectively the goal away. Final change potentially here. It's going to be Robinson off. And Maria Ferrugia, who will come on. Scored, of course, in the reverse fixture. Played for a fair few Barclays WSL 2 teams, Sunderland, Durham, Sheffield United. And would you look at that? Crystal Palace 3, Charlton 1. We'll get confirmation on the goal scorer very shortly. If Vada can do it now, it's no huge surprise. It's Abby Larkin with the goal. The top of the Barclays WSL 2 is mouth-watering now. It is closing up almost by the day. Syme trying to win it, and look at that as well. That's another huge goal. Sunderland 1, Newcastle United 1. Una Savenius with a goal. Referee not interested in the challenge there. Jones. Actually, Lloyd Smith to this left-hand side. Cut back superbly. He thought about the immediate strike there. Lloyd Smith is still going, has tried the strike! It is just wide. Oh, for a second, that felt like a Bristol City equaliser. The fact that she got into the position to shoot in the first place is incredible, really. Got away from McKenna. Then had Cornette in front of her. Oh, so close. Well, obviously we've given you a few goal updates, and that's how it currently stands in the Barclays WSL 2. I'm going to repeat it again. Final game of the season. Birmingham do face Charlton in that game. Palace in third, Newcastle to fourth, Bristol City have dropped to fifth, and now here's Lotte Lindström charging on into the penalty area here. It's Lindström, across goal. It might still reach Ocean Hertra. It reaches Emily Syme first. And Bennett will grab it by the corner flag and win the throw. Right, so both sets of players will just come across here. As now, it's Lucy Thomas getting treatment. I mean, it just could not surely happen to her. She gets a chance back in the team following the injury in the first half to Adriana Franch. She's made some brilliant saves, the one from Ingle in the second half, the brilliant save from Gale, making her body big. After so long back on the bench, to be given a chance and then perform well when given that chance. It is not nice to see her now requiring a bit of treatment here. And what happens from this point, really? Thomas still not looking 100%, but I mean, unless she absolutely cannot continue, she's going to have to. And then we're going to see Louis come on. Of course, arrived from Fleury in the summer. A little out of form, to be fair. See where Bachiba Louis. We know she's going to fit in, but who she replaces. Don't think that and the knock to Thomas are particularly linked. Birmingham again pick the ball up crossway. Miyagawa, that's a really smart ball from Miyagawa. Lindstrom with a great strike, which is well saved by Bentley. Lloyd Smith just has to get it away. That's right, yet again, it's almost everything she does seems to go away. Well, it's going to be Crossway who will come off. Yet again, a superb performance from Lily Crossway. And all we could do. Yeah, the big impact here in the next 7 or so minutes. And we thought we might get 2, 3, 4 goals in this. Well, there's now 5 goals in the game at Selhurst Park, because from the penalty spot, Emma Bissell has got Charlton back into that game. 8 minutes going there, 3-2 Crystal Palace. Remarkable match there. Hardy flicks it on. Harris, back to the keeper. Heron. Brilliant touch on the left-hand side. The ball not going to go around the back of Bennett. Time is chasing Miyagawa. First touch for Louis. Louis with a brilliant run here. Almost able to lay it off to Laidhammer. And then Hertra, just about on the end, gathered by Bentley. Ingle. Ward. Hardy. Launched on. For Lexi Lloyd-Smith to chase up against Harris. A great ball back from Jones, but just about kept in by Ward. Ingle. Lloyd-Smith. Maybe running into trouble here. McKenna and Miyagawa both doing well together. Well, Bennett might have to go back to Bentley here. It's almost convincing a ball's back, but Bentley was close enough. Heron again doing well. Miyagawa. Back to Niamh Heron. Lucien Hertra. Absolutely brought down. Birmingham City cap this here. Here comes the ball towards the back post, and I think somehow was almost cleared, in fact, by Birmingham City there. Hardy trying to get away from Miyagawa, which is not easy. Hardy back to Ward. Lawley. Oh, it's a poor pass. Miyagawa. Lindstrom. Ball back is going to be too strong. So you just saw that run. Cornet's not getting to that. Gower again. Laid hammer. Last few minutes, there'll probably be at least 3 or 4 added. Bristol City's attempt toward the top 2 might well fall away today. It was already a bit of an ask. Certainly a club in a better position at this point this season than they were at this point last season. Just in terms of general setup of the club and just how everything is working these days. Chance to launch it forward. And it really is launched forward. Out of the way, and Ocean Hertra has got 4 Bristol City players around her. Ferrugia trying to win it. Everyone offside. Now, Ocean Hertra, I think, in need of a bit of treatment. Well, claiming an elbow, I think. I'll let you make your own minds up on that one. Ball's over the top here, and could be a chance for Syme to chase. Here's Heron. 5 minutes added here. 5 minutes as we got in the first half. Can Bristol City scramble something from this? Hardy's chasing is blocked by Heron, who will claim the free kick. And in Niamh Heron's defence, that was actually very, very good defending. Lloyd Smith trying to get on with the throw quickly. Laid hammer. Now for Louis to chase. Lawley on top of it. slip from Miyagawa. He's looking increasingly tired. Ball out of play. Should be and is a Birmingham City throw. 2 wanting the ball here. Laidhammer just between Ingle and Lexi Lloyd-Smith. Harris on it back down here. Lloyd-Smith got a bit of space. Back onto that right boot, Jones. He's got a little caught up there with 1 or 2 runs. Ward. Doesn't win the throw.
Today's attendance is 1,776. Thank you for your support.
Throw it on the right-hand side. Laidhammer tries to flick it on. Ross up against Miyagawa. And Lindstrom just trying to put the burners on. Stopped by Syme. It hasn't been the bombastic affair that we've seen twice between these two sides this season. Understandable at this stage, though, when there's so much on the line. But I think what's going to rankle the most with Charlotte Healy is the manner of the goal conceded, rather than the fact that they're, at the moment, looking like they're going home with nothing. And it was the way that Vilde Laidhammer got the goal. Almost gifted to her from a player in Sophie Ingle, who has had otherwise a very good game. Bentley a long way forward. Lawley's gone up as well here. Given as a Birmingham throw. We hope for more goals. We've had 22 shots in the game. Oddly, doesn't feel like it. Holloway taking her time. Gentle jog over to the throw. And Amy Merricks, well, think about the Birmingham City manager. The pressure that will be on Amy Merricks with the transfer outlay. There could be a chance here for a bit of pressure on Bristol City. Think about the cost of the likes of Lindstrom, who even on loan would not be necessarily cheap. And of course, the club record signing around £300,000 for Vilde Laidhammer. She has kept things at Birmingham City going very, very well. And this may well be a 3 points where Birmingham haven't been able to be creative and enthralling. But at this stage of the season, with what Charlton are currently doing, the 3 points is all that will matter to them. Lloyd-Smith back yet again. They know they've got to get this forward. Hardy with an unarguable shove on the back. There cannot be long left. And that is it. It is a huge 3 points for Birmingham City. Whether or not they know yet what is happening at Selhurst Park, we don't know. But they've done their job. It is all 3 points. It was a game that in truth could, maybe should have been a draw.